Hi guys, so this is my second video for geometric sequence lesson. So I'm going to go over number 13, 15, and 17 for you. You're required to write everything down, whatever I mentioned in the video, and so all the problems are supposed to be solved on your paper, in addition to the problems that you have to solve on your own. Number 19 and 20 are extra credit problems. So if you want extra credit, you can get extra credit. Like I just said, we're going to go over number 13. And what we have to do, we have to write the rule for nth term, then find A7. So this is the formula, general formula for nth term. And we have to figure it out for the case that we are given. First, we have to find out if this is if this is geometric sequence. For that, we're going to take second term and divide it by the first. Second term, divide by the first, and then it's 1/2. And then we're going to take third term and divide it by the second, 100 over 200, and this is 1/2. So these two numbers are the same. So we got the common ratio. So this is my common ratio. 1/2 is my common ratio. So we're going to plug in everything real quick into my formula. AN equals first term, which is 400, times 1/2, which is my common ratio. And the power will be what? N minus 1. All right, and then I have to find a seventh term. All I'm going to do, I'm going to replace n by 7. So 400 times 1/2, 7 minus 1. We do know that 7 minus 1 is 6. So 400 times 1/2 to the 6th power is the same thing as 400 times 1 over 2 to the 6th power. 2 to the 6th power is actually 64. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 16 times 2 is 32, 32 times 2 is 64. So if we divide 40 by 64, we're going to get 6.25. That's the answer. So the seventh term would be 6.25. Okay, now I'm going to go over number 15, and number 17. Okay, so number 15, -1, -4, -16. So again, we have to find nth term, and then nth term formula, and then 8 to the 7th power for this problem. So first we have to figure out if this is our geometric sequence. For that, we're going to divide -4 by -1. So second term by the first, and the answer is 4. -4 divided by -1 is 4. Then we're going to take the third term and divide it by the second, -16 over -4, and the answer is also 4. So this is my common ratio that we're going to use for the formula. So again, the formula looks like, the general formula looks like this. This is my general formula. What I'm going to do, I'm going to plug in the numbers. So AN equals my first term, which is -1, right? My first term is -1, and then -1 times 4 to the power n minus 1. So this is general formula to find any term of the sequence, this sequence. So now I have to find A7, which is -1 times 4 to the power 7 minus 1. So we do know that 7 minus 1 is actually 6. And then we have to figure out what the 4 to the 6th power. Let me see. 4 to the 6th power is 4096. So this is 4096 times -1 would be -4096. So we just figured out the 7th term in the sequence. Now number 17. You're given 6, -12, 24, and so on. So first we're going to find out if this is geometric sequence. For that, we're going to divide -12 by 6, and the answer is -2. Then I'm going to take 24 and divide it by -12. And the answer is -2. So this is my common ratio. Then I'm going to use for the formula. I'm going to plug it in right here. I'm going to write down the formula. I don't even know where that formula is now. So a to the nth power equals a to the first times r n minus 1. I know that's I have to figure out a to the nth power, an. And then my first term, a1, is 6, right? The first number. So 6 times r, which is -2, and the power is going to be 7 minus 1. So 6 times -2 to the 6th power, we do know what it is. It is 64. 64. So 6 times 64 is 384. So this is my answer. This is my answer. This is my 7th term, right? 7th term, A7. And right here, I guess I messed up a little bit. So this would be on the other second line. And here, instead of 7, we would have N, right? And then I plugged in that 7 instead of N. So I hope everything is clear. I hope that everybody is doing great. I'll talk to you guys later. This assignment is due by Monday midnight. So please try to do it on time so I can put the grades in. I'll talk to you later. Please stay safe. Bye-bye.